Now my honor to recognize for 3 minutes the honorable lady from South Dakota, Congresswoman Kristi Noem.
Well, thank you, and I thank the gentleman for yielding, and I want to thank him for his leadership on this piece of legislation, which will quite literally save lives. And I'm so grateful that we're having this debate on the House floor at this point in time. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of HR36, the Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act. I believe that every life, including an unborn baby's life, has dignity and value. But more than 40 years ago, the Supreme Court found a decision in direct contradiction to those principles. In the decades since, I've joined with many families and my colleagues here in the House and many across the nation fighting to undo the damage that has been done. We have got a long ways to go in this country, but the passage of H.R. 36 would be a step in the right direction. A strong and growing body of medical research provides evidence that pain receptors develop in unborn babies at no later than 20 weeks. Medical professionals have testified about seeing babies that age recoil from painful stimuli. Others have been able to measure increases in stress hormones when babies inside the womb are subjected to pain. And if fetal surgery is performed, that baby is given anesthesia, in many cases to shield them from the pain of surgery. And yet our nation's laws allow for these babies to endure the pain of a life-ending abortion. It is absolutely heartbreaking. You know, my husband and I, we knew that our lives had completely changed the minute that we heard our oldest daughter's heartbeat. I'll never forget that moment. And I hope that she knows how proud we are of the generous and compassionate person that she's grown up to become. She has grown up quickly, and I love to think back about those days when she was still a little girl and when she wasn't much taller than me. We read a lot back then. We read books, we read the Bible, but one of her favorite books was Dr. Seuss's book, Horton Hears a Who, which says, "A person is a person, no matter how small." And each time we read that line, I thought back to those first moments when I heard her muffled heartbeat and thought about Cassidy and thought about a person is a person, no matter how small. I had that blessed moment 3 different times with my 3 different children, and I pray every day that each and every baby's heartbeat would be heard by parents who understand the gift that life is from our God who loves them dearly. Mr. Speaker, I urge my colleagues to defend the smallest among us this week and pass H.R. 36, the Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the gentleman for his leadership. With that, I yield back.
And Mr. Speaker, I so sincerely thank the gentlelady.